Hey, I'm Daniel, and I work on staff in Montreal, and this is Raf, and he's a student at York University, and we just want to share one of the great experiences that we had on project this year. So Raf, how about you start off and just give us a bit of background?
Yeah, sure. So this is the third last day on the project, and so we're almost wrapping up. And on this day, our team is very tired and very discouraged, and so Daniel and I were feeling that same tiredness and discouragement. And so the morning didn't start out the greatest for us. We had a follow up with a new believer that didn't show up, and so we decided, hey, let's go sharing, even though we weren't in the best, I guess, mood or situation. And so we stumbled upon this couple, which Daniel will share the rest of that story.
So at first they seemed really interested in themselves and not that interested in actually talking with us. But over the course of the conversation, we realized that they were actually interested in the gospel. The guy had grown up in a Christian home, but he wasn't following Christ. The girl was from a Catholic background, but she had never been invited to accept the gospel. And it was crazy as Raf talked about sin. The girl broke down crying, and apparently that really touched her. And then when we came to the part where we invited them to follow Christ, both of them decided that they wanted to make a decision to follow Christ. And the most meaningful part of that conversation for me, the most memorable moment, was when they hand in hand prayed to receive Christ with tears in their eyes. And it really seemed more than any other conversation that we had over the course of the project that they were serious about making a commitment to follow Christ.
And so that heavily influenced myself. Again, being in this state of tiredness and discouragement, I had seen people come to Christ, thankfully through Peru, but for the first time, not only did I see like this couple accept Christ, but this couple be so enthusiastic, so in love, and so full of gratitude for us giving them that message. That like they just were so overwhelmed that most of what they told us in Spanish was that they were just so thankful for everything we had done, for us coming to them, and them for just being able to live for Christ now.
And the really cool thing was that right away, once they received the gospel, they wanted to connect with us on Facebook. The guy, Everson, he wrote on my wall, "Thank you." And the girl wrote on her wall, "I'm a new creation." So already she's wanting to share her faith with her friends and make it public that she's actually made a commitment to follow Christ. And you know what? It was true. In Christ, they are new creations. And so we're so thankful to be a part of this life change and to see students in Peru accept the gospel and go on to share it with others.